Okay, the half-life of empire is what it's called. Um,
Yeah, I see it there.
and
That one
yeah,
blew my mind. That was the
yeah,
one where I looked at, I was like, oh wow, like the United States is in for a rude awakening. Um,
yeah. To describe the post, an economist, you can basically all empires die is the historical story, or they basically fall out of relevance to the point where they might have effectively are dead. But right now, the United States is like a world empire. It is the empire of the world. We have the world reserve currency, and Ray Dalio talks a lot about this stuff. But this economist in particular, Ray Dalio has like 8 variables that he uses to describe whether an empire is present and whether they are the world power. And he describes like the order of all nations in this empire hierarchy as the world order. Um, Anyway, this economist, rather than using 8 variables, collapses it to one and says we can basically look at this from the perspective of share of global energy consumed, and so he does that with Britain here, and I don't know if he's modeled it with other nations. That might be helpful, but he does it with Britain, and measure and basically shows their peak of world energy consumption, and then shows where it begins and then it begins falling off, and that's roughly when they lost their dominance, and the United States came in to be dominant. And when the United States came in to be dominant, they had the largest share of world energy consumption. And so that's the next chart in my post there. And then later on, now he charts the United States compared to China, and it turns out that I think it was roughly around the year 2009, China started consuming a larger share of world energy than the United States did. And yeah,
it's crazy. 1971 is when it clipped off for China.
uh,
Literally.
it took
Golly,
off.
man. Yeah. Dang, dude. I wonder if Bitcoin mining and AI can fix that. Probably
That's what a lot
not.
of people think. That's what a lot of people think. I mean, I don't.
I don't know
I,
if that's gonna move the needle enough though.
mm, I it may China's not really doing any public Bitcoin mining right now. I'm sure there's tons of illegal, quote unquote illegal mining, or the government is mining going on there, but they're certainly doing AI stuff, and they're doing a pretty good job at it. So
They're
I don't
just
I don't buy that.
yeah.